That's the pile of ice that came out of my rain fly from condensation last night. So, you know that it got cold. This is my packing up operation. All that's left is the ground fly. And this is the shelter area that I spent the night at last night in my tent. And you can see that it is really already a way better day. It's still cold, but looking up. Yes, it's day 34. In case you didn't believe me about how cold it was up here last night, look at all this. Yes, snow and sleet. And that's that story. I am feeling better. My leg is feeling better. And it's still cold up here, but it looks like it's going to be a better day today, maybe in the 60s. That would be nice. I'm going to stick to my plan of 6.7 miles and 1,200 feet of elevation today, and I'm going to raise it up again and see if I can get the swelling to come down. And hopefully, because I got 3 big days after that, hopefully that'll get me through and get me into Irwin, and then we'll proceed from there. So we'll see. I'll take more video as it develops, because it's still cloudy and cold and foggy and there's no view, but I think that'll change and my hands work again. So I'll see you down the trail. Yes, it really says that on the sign. Thought that might be of interest. A view, a view. There we go. Finally. It is a beautiful day. It really is, really nice. I feel like I gotta, as they say, make hay while the sun shines. But this is the view that I'm walking beside. Actually, there's a interesting little hump right there. And this is the trail I'm going down, which is nice on the one hand because it doesn't require a lot of energy, but it is also downhill, and that means that it hurts my shin, but not as much as it did yesterday. So I guess I'm making progress. I'm a little bit more than a mile away from where where I'm going to park today. It's almost noontime, so I'll have lunch at the shelter and pick it up from there. And here's the shelter I ended up at today. 6.5 miles, 1,200 feet of elevation. So half day, not even. And there's my tent down there. Beautiful day. Hate to not be hiking, considering how much bad weather we've had. This is one of the few that's been almost ideal. But got to do what you got to do. And the trail is right out there past the tent. And this is what it looks like in daylight, without rain or sleet coming down like it has been. Let's see if I can get the sign in here. The Flint Mountain Shelter. There you go. Well, it's the end of a short day. Was 6.7 miles and 1,200 feet or 1,000 feet of elevation gain. And my shin felt better, certainly not cured, but I'm able to go down moderate downhills now without any additional pain. So it has constant pain, but it doesn't, there's not sharp jabs of pain if I go too far. So I had an opportunity to pull into the shelter around 1 o'clock. I was able to elevate it for probably an hour, and the swelling went down quite a bit. And right now, I'm looking at it. Let's see. Yeah, it's still swollen. In fact, I'll give you a shot of it. But it feels better. And I thought it felt better today than yesterday. And tomorrow is going to be a test. It's going to be a 9-mile day with a fair amount of climbing, 2,800 feet. Normally not a big deal, but we'll see how how my shin reacts, and hopefully it doesn't make it worse. And I've modified my schedule. I have enough food. I'm going to extend my stay out here one more day before going into Irwin, and hopefully that will give it enough time to heal a little bit more. And here's hoping. So I'm cautiously optimistic. It was a gorgeous day today. It's 70 degrees in the tent right now, as opposed to the 35, or it was actually even lower, 35 in the tent, but it was below freezing outside this morning. So a whole different feel. And I'm pretty happy about that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I will keep you informed. I'm going to right now give you a shot of my injury. So it doesn't really look too bad on video. The right hand shin is the one that's in question. You can see where a little bit of the swelling ended up down in my ankle, but that's just swelling. Doesn't hurt. But the main area that's in question is right here, and that's nowhere near as angry as it was, certainly even when I pulled in. So it's still a little lumpy, but it sure looks better than it did. So here's hoping tomorrow will be a good test.